This isn't me telling you how to practice. This is me giving you suggestions, and a start point. Where you take it is completely up to you.
Hey everybody, the normal Wiccan here. Okay, so new topic. Um, we're going to discuss love spells, and along with love spells, we're going to discuss the problem with absolutes in the Wiccan tradition. Now, I will be 100% honest. This is going to be focused primarily at Wiccans. I know that hedge witches and different members of the pagan religions have different rules that they follow. So what I'm speaking of right now is specifically Wiccan or consequences of certain actions. There's two thoughts on like love spells and spells that create a specific intention disregarding what other people want, feel, their free will, stuff like that. Wiccans in particular follow the law of three. You never cast on someone and take away their free will. You never cast on someone without their permission, so on and so forth. So, obviously, someone who's strictly Wiccan is going to look at you and go, love spells are bad. Not exactly. I mean, if I am casting a love spell on a specific person, I want you. That's bad. Because, once again, you're not giving that person a choice. The spell that you are casting and creating is specifically meant to bypass their free will, otherwise that person would be with you. And again, you're going to have people go, well, you can't do that. And on the other hand, you're going to have those that practice different paths, different faiths, different beliefs, that are going to look at you and go, well, it's magic, why not? Some thought processes are, well, if the gods want you to have that, then they will do that. Then they will help you achieve that goal. But again, from a Wiccan standpoint, you don't want to force someone to do something they don't want to do. Okay, so here's the bypass, or the proper way of doing it, let's put it that way. So you are single or looking for love or looking for something. Don't want to disrespect our polyamorous and so on and so forth, but you know what I mean. You don't want to cast that spell on a specific person. I mean, I always found it funny that a lot of pagans, a lot of witches, they for a long time was looking for a movie or a representation in media that properly portrayed us in the media, and the crap came out, and everybody's like, no, not so much. A couple of small parts of it, are right, but the rest of it, no. And then Practical Magic came out, and everybody's like, yes! Except, of course, in Practical Magic, they do a love spell, sacrifice, bird. Again, really, but at the same time, there are other parts of it that they portray themselves as actually Wiccan. Full moon ceremonies underneath the stars, underneath the full moon, skyclad. There is no devil in the craft. All of that. I mean, that's all good information. It's just the love spell. What you, as a Wiccan, you're tired of being alone. You're tired of being lonely. You want someone to spend your time with. You want someone there to be part of your life. Completely understand. Now, take into consideration what you're going through right now. Maybe what you need. And I know no one ever wants to hear that. But sometimes a period of being alone is what you need. But if what you're trying to do is bring love into your life, bring that person to share your time, share your life with, then do a love spell. But do a spell to bring love into your life. Do a love spell to bring the person you need, the person that you will love, who will love you into your life. Not specifically Tony, Jack, or Mary. If that's the person you need, and that spell kickstarts that relationship, great. If not, Tony, Jack, or Mary is not who you need. And understand, most Wiccans, most pagans, believe that love, if love lasts forever, that's beautiful. However, people change, people grow, and it may not, and that's okay too. So just because you cast a spell to bring love into your life, and 6 months, a year, 6 years, 10 years down the road, that you both grow separately and choose that, okay, now it's time to find someone else, that's okay. That doesn't mean the spell didn't work. That's the person you needed at that time. So, I mean, that in and of itself is very important to take all of that into consideration. And I mean, there are different ways that you don't even really have to cast a full-fledged spell to bring love into your life. You can carry, rose quartz. You can. There are different written spells, symbols that you can use to bring attraction and love into your life. Or you can do a full-fledged pink candles and, giant rose quartz geode love spell. That's up to you. But remember, when you're doing this, you want to do this spell without a particular person in mind. Because you know what? Sometimes the person we need is really, one, not who we expect. And two, I'll be honest, I'm older. So if you're younger, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, you may not have experienced this. But you will find in your life that, you will hear about your old crush or see your old crush later and be like, wow, did I dodge a bullet? And that's true here too. Just because you think I absolutely need Tony in my life, that may not be who you're looking for. Or Tony may be someone completely different behind closed doors than what he represents to everybody. So keep an open mind. I'm not going to say look for love, but be open to love in places you wouldn't normally expect. And cast that spell to bring love into your life, to bring that person you need, people, depending on who you are, into your life. Sometimes I've seen it. Someone casts a love spell, and instead of getting their significant other, which came later, they got a best friend who was what they needed at the time. A true friend who was there through some of the worst parts of her life to help her, to support her, stuff like that. So that's a thing too. You know, it's just as important to have friends that support you as it is a significant other. Granted, not really what this video is about, but keep an open mind. Do your love spell, carry your rose quartz. You know, pray however it is that you want to do it. Now, for the rest of you who aren't necessarily Wiccan, I will say this. Most traditions, have some type of karma or cause and effect laws or something associated with the craft and their use of it. So I would still be a little bit wary of doing those things. I mean, I've seen some people who they're just like, whatever. And that's fine. I mean, it's not something I would recommend. Have I seen it blow up in their face? Yes. Yes, I have. But that's what they wanted. That's what they got. And they did eventually, you know, have the consequences for those actions. So, I mean, even if you're not specifically Wiccan, this isn't bad advice. You know, just putting it out there, it's not necessarily bad advice. Do your spells, do your rituals to bring that love into your life, to bring that support, that positivity, that companionship into your life. Not necessarily from that person. Again, you practice the way you wish. I'm not going to condemn anyone. I'm just giving a suggestion. Once again, and guys, if you, I'm not going to put that silly ending video on there, but if you did find this video somewhat informative or like the message I'm putting out there, go ahead and like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Once again, I'm the Normal Wiccan. Thank you for spending time with me, and you have a great day, afternoon, night, or morning, whatever it might be where you're at.